The moment she heard that, she stood up and started saying, "What's up, my fellow knights? Today I'm gonna be telling you a story about my first ever female friend and how she broke my heart into tiny pieces. And I had to glue it back together. So stay tuned and let's get started." It all started in 8th grade when I was sitting next to her. Let's call her Bella. She was reading manga and I was working up every courage I had inside me to talk to her, right? Besides my sisters, I have never talked to a girl ever, so today was gonna be the first time. So I started the conversation off with, "Hey, so you read that manga too?" And that's where it all went off, you know what I'm saying? We had a nice conversation. I was shaking in my boots, literally. Like after the conversation, I felt like I had climbed a mountain. I was just shivering and all that goodness. I went home. I was like, I finally did it. I accomplished the impossible. Me, little old me, talked to my first ever girl and became friends with her. My first ever female friend. Now guys, the more and more I talked to Bella, it felt like I was falling in love. Slowly but very quickly. The more time we spent together, the more and more I made her laugh. I was like, wow, I have to have her. Then came the master plan. Now, let's be honest, we all thought we could win this girl over once upon a time, you know. Sadly, things don't work out that way. If it was her favorite book, guess who was at the library? If it was her favorite band, I would be listening to it too. I would be looking at the lyrics, word from word, studying it, because you know what they say, the more and more you know about their music taste, the more and more you know about the girl. I don't know, don't quote me on that because I don't know where I got that from. It got to a point where I thought that if I mirrored her world, then I could slip right into it. Sadly, I was mistaken. But reality hit me like a bag of bricks. I found out that she had an online boyfriend. Powerless to do anything about that. I had to listen to her go on and on about him. And I eventually started hating the guy. Only when they broke up, it got worse. When Bella entered another relationship with another guy. That wasn't me. And I wasn't the brightest tool in the box, but it didn't take a genius to realize that Bella liked white guys, aka not me. So I still thought I had a chance. So I continued to try to win her over, of course. The hardest moment, right? We're sitting homeroom, right? And we're having a good old conversation. We're chopping it up. I'm making her laugh. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I actually might have a chance, you know what I'm saying? In my foolish mind, I thought I could make her fall in love. More in love than she already was with her current boyfriend. As I was talking to her, some doofus in the background said her first name and then my last name. Let me tell you, let me tell you how bad this was for her ears. The moment she heard that, she stood up and started saying, "If you're gonna ship me with someone I actually like." That attacked my heart so hard, bro. Like it was like a punch in the gut. It's just, I didn't want to be there anymore. Let's just say that. I didn't want to be in that class. I didn't want to be surrounded by people anymore. I just wanted to go home, thinking it was the end of the day. And I don't know how what I said after that. I just know that I was like trying to play it off as cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I was unhurt by that. Like, you know, I wasn't dying inside. So of course I went home and I may or may haven't, you know, cried a little bit to my mom, of course. That was a very interesting part of my life, you know. It made me more and more aware that Bella was not going for me at all. Fast forward to the necklace. Christmas came around and I was, you know, still trying. I don't like to give up, you know. I should have gave up. Thought it was a good idea to spend $100, a nice cool $100 on this necklace that was engraved. It had her name on it, on the front. And then on the back of it, it said, "Don't forget me." Now, I don't know why I said that or what possessed me to say that line. I guess I sensed that my end with her and the friendship was coming to an end. So I, you know, gave it to her. She loved the necklace and I guess I just wanted to leave my mark for real. But I gave her the necklace. After that, The distance. I eventually stopped talking to her, and it wasn't out of anger. It was just easier that way to slowly just fade out of her life. If I couldn't be with her, then it was maybe probably best not to be friends with someone that you like. It came with a lot of stress and a lot of problems that you don't need inside your head right now. I eventually started having female friends for the first time, even some guy friends, and it was, you know, for the most part, it was cool. I was getting more experience with talking with people and learning how they operate. It was almost kind of like I was forcing myself to move on because I knew she never saw me that way. And it was an extremely hard part to actually break away from that feeling of we were meant to be. And I really wouldn't have changed anything about this whole encounter. I don't regret not getting with her or not trying to get with her. I don't regret pushing away from her. The only thing that I do regret is not remembering like I should. That was awful, cut that out. But the biggest lesson, you can't make someone like you by becoming a mirror of them. You just gotta be yourself, even if it means that you're gonna be single for a while and no one likes you until they do. Be yourself and keep pushing forward. And this isn't the end of me and Bella. Of course, there was one final and last encounter of her sliming me out. Yeah. She backdoored me. I'll tell you more on it next time in our next video. Until then, we're out of here. King Watt is out. Subscribe and like if you want to see more.